So welcome to the video that I've been really looking forward to making. We are, for the second day on the trot, in a very famous filming location. If I scan around, you'll see where myself and Louise currently are. I know any children in my class would be very excited by this. Go around again. Have you got it yet? If you haven't already, it is of course the famous Harry Potter Bridge, the Harry Potter Viaduct. We've actually already been here earlier today, and then we had to leg it back to the car because we got caught in a massive hailstorm. It was one of the best storms we've seen in a long time. The plan is now we're going to head up a couple of kilometres the other side of the viaduct to a little bothy. We think it's called Bothy. It's an electric bothy actually, which we've never even really knew existed. But we're going to go and check that one out, and then we're going to head on to another bothy a bit later. Possibly stay overnight, maybe not, we'll just have to see when we get there. But very much looking forward to the afternoon and the evening ahead. Right, so from the last video, Bothy didn't quite materialise. We got caught, well, there was a massive shower coming and we thought better of it. So we got halfway, turned around, came back. But we're now parked up at the next car park, looking to go to our next bothy. And we still don't know whether we're going to stop the night or not, but we're looking forward to the journey. We're all loaded up, ready to go. So if I pan around, you will see, hopefully, there is Louise with that almighty pack on her back. How you feeling, Louise?
Rucksack's too heavy.
Too heavy. But are you ready and raring to go?
Kind of.
Hopefully the further in we go, the more excited you'll get. Fingers crossed, we hope. Right, so I've kind of headed off on my own for a little bit because the walk on the map looked about 2.5 kilometres. We've been walking, I don't know, it seems longer than that. And we're following the route that the RS map shows, but there's just no sign of this bothy. As you can see, it's now starting to hail and sleet. Good old weather though, love it. But I'm just gone a bit further on just to see if I can find where this bothy is. Because if we can't find it, Louise is finding her pack. It's hard going. It's quite a bit of climbing, and if it's too far, we're going to turn around and abort, which is not the worst thing in the world because we have got really nice accommodation back in Fort William. But yeah, next bit we'll get to see whether I found it or whether we get back on the road and head back to civilization. Oh, so after long last, we've finally made it to here. It is. Here is our sanctuary, the bothy, and this has got to be by far the most scenic bothy we've been to so far. Probably can't make it out up there because it's all misty with the rain or snow, but there is snow up on that mountain. Absolutely stunning. So let's come down and we'll show you home. You can probably hear the river there, just humming away. Got a wood cutter, not that we need it. We've got loads of logs, loads of fire logs. We're sorted. Here we go. Gleann Dubh Lighe. Hello, anybody in?
It's me.
Hello, me. Here we go. It's probably a bit dark in here. Here's Louise. We're both very relieved that we've made it and we've got rid of the weight on our backs. Next step is to get this fire lit. I just thought I'd catch this this fire log while you can still see the writing on it. I discovered these on my last Bothy trip when I headed to the North Pennines, and I've got to say these are absolutely brilliant. They've been a real revelation. If you haven't used these yet and you're used to using coal, I strongly advise you ever think about using these. Well, for two reasons. First of all, they're really light. Like coal, well, we all know it weighs a ton, but these are just really, really light. They're pretty cheap. I mean, I get these from B&M. They're sort of a couple of pounds each, and they burn for a good couple of hours. I mean, I've got 4 of these in the bag, so we've got at least sort of 7-8 hours of burning time with that, plus a bag of logs. So you just sorted. So it's easy. If you've got quite a long walk in, these are practical. Obviously, you don't want to be lugging sort of 10 kilos of coal, sort of 5 or 6 miles. So yeah, give them a look. They're well worth it. Right, so the sun, I was about to say the sun is going. There isn't much of it now. It's been raining for the last hour or so. Lovely sitting in the Bothy because you can hear it just pitter-pattering on the roof. It's really nice in there with the fire. But at the moment, Louise is quite cold, so we're still not sure whether we're going to stay. Obviously the plan was to stay, but I mean, it was an hour's walk in, but it was mostly uphill. So we've always got the option of heading back to the car if we need to. Because, yeah, I mean, it's February and we're in Scotland. It is quite cold. Main thing is we've come here and it is lovely. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning up there. And that's not even the biggest. But it is a great time of the year to come to Scotland. We were saying in the car on the way here, just how like the snow on the mountains just sort of adds another dimension to it. It makes the already amazing mountains even more awesome, really. It makes them look even bigger. It's getting towards 6 o'clock now, so the plan is just to sit and chill by the fire for a bit, do some dinner in about an hour, and then, yeah, we'll decide. We've got no company at the moment. There's nobody else here, which I suppose you'd kind of expect on a Tuesday night in the middle of nowhere. But people could always turn up. We might stay, or about 8 o'clock or so, we might just do the hour's walk back. We've got lights, and then just drive back to our hotel. Wouldn't be that bad if we had to do that. Let's go and get by that fire again. Let's get out of the rain. Oh, so about an hour after we've got the fire lit, and we're finally starting to feel the benefit at long, long last. Flames are really going, and you can feel a bit of heat coming off of it. So we're really pleased about that because you can still see your breath, but hopefully it's heading in the right direction. But Louise came up with an absolutely genius idea. The master behind the lens right now. This is not coffee, this is not tea, this is whiskey. And I'll tell you what, it is going down a treat, isn't it, Lou?
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. It really just warms the old cockles, as does the fire. So we're going to sit here, just relax for a bit, and then probably do dinner in about half an hour or so. So we'll see. Probably Louise is the master chef, so we'll probably see her in action next. Right, so we're still watching Bothy TV. It is very enjoyable, but there's only so much TV you can watch, and you've got to make other entertainment. So I've decided to actually take my shoes and socks off. As nippy as it is, as you can see, it is actually lovely in front of that fire. So I'm being really careful not to get them too close. But it's very, very nice indeed. I'm trying to get Louise to do it. She might join me soon. I don't know. I think she's still enjoying that whiskey. Doesn't that sound good? I'm not even going to say what that sounds like.
Tasty food, that's what it sounds like.
See, we're still in the Valentine mood with a little heart. Louise has resisted that all day. She's done well.
Still lots of potato in that, actually. I have to get that out. Burnt onto the bottom.
Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, she is actually a master chef. don't let this make you decide what sort of chef Louise is. I promise you, she's amazing.
Potatoes. There you go. Done.
So here we go. Darkness has fallen. When I say darkness, we were expecting pitch black, and we have both experienced that in the middle of Wales. But because of that full moon up there, it kind of, one minute you see it, the next minute it's hidden behind clouds. But it's just amazing how much is actually illuminating like the landscape around us. There's the Bothy. There's the amazing Louise modelling the Bothy.
Hi.
Hello, Louise. If I scroll around, you can see the outline of the mountains, even the snow on them. It's taking me back to when I was in the Pennines. And yeah, I know I sound like a bit like a big girl's blouse, but when it's really, really dark, even now at my age, I still get a bit spooked by it, being a bit of a city boy. But this makes things just feel a little bit better because you can see what's around you. A big, dark forest. We've just enjoyed our starter. Lovely. We've actually got the two of us got through 2 tins of soup. Really nice. We're now going in for our main course. Off we go. Really nice stuff. Kind of spicy.
Yeah, quite spicy. Quite spicy.
What else is in it other than the spicy sausage?
We've got the spiciness of the sausage.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the pasta.
Yep.
I think there's a few beans in there. Yeah, I can see some beans. Altogether it adds to the flavour of spicy sausage pasta.
This is very true. Help us actually see what I was eating. That's so much better just doing it straight in the pan rather than in water.
Those packets don't retain enough heat.
Oh, you really were hungry. That's just made short work of that.
Spicy sausage pasta.
This is only after one whiskey. It could be more singing later. You never know.
Spicy sausage pasta.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you could tell from Louise breaking into singing just a few moments before, she is enjoying the last few mouthfuls of her spicy sausage pasta. I thought we'd ask her a few questions, seeing as I'm sure many of you have decided that she would make an amazing salesperson for such a product. So we are joined by the greatness that is Louise Sanders. I'm going to ask her a few questions. So, Louise, what is it that made you want to eat spicy sausage pasta tonight rather than any other dishes?
Well, the first time I had spicy sausage pasta was at Bothy in the Elan Valley.
Oh, okay. Mid Wales. Very nice.
So I found it was very, very tasty then and very filling and very nutritious and obviously lots of calories to keep going when you burn off all your energy walking. And tonight I decided that I was going to have the same thing to fill me up after our long walk in. Well, it wasn't that much of a long walk in, but it was quite tiring because most of it was uphill. And I like spicy sausage pasta.
But what is it about the spicy sausage pasta that you most like?
Well, it's got spicy sausage in it. It's got pasta. It's got some beans, and it's just nice and tasty.
And are they three of some of your most favourite foods?
Three of my. Well, no. I would say they're my favourite foods, but they are really quite tasty.
So, of like meals that you can have on the stove, that they're three of the best ones you could probably have. You think?
Yeah, that and burgers.
That and burgers.
Yeah.
So we've never done that yet. Maybe that's the next thing to try.
Next thing to try, maybe burgers.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the morning after the night before. You're probably thinking this doesn't look very Bothy-like, and well, you'd be right. We decided in the end, it got to about 9 o'clock, and Louise she wasn't really warming up. It was pretty nippy in the Bothy, which kind of expected for a February night. The fire, it worked a little bit, but we just started to think that it was going to be quite uncomfortable for Louise. So we decided to sort of, I don't know, leave earlier and enjoy what ended up being a really, really atmospheric sort of night walk through the pine forest. I actually really, really enjoyed that. That was a great experience on its own. Like really atmospheric, a bit spooky in places, but no, really, really good. And yeah, got an all right night's sleep last night, and we're now in a place called Gleann Dubh, which, as the name suggests, is not far from Ben Nevis. Amazing scenery again. I'm not sure if you can make out the sound of that really, really powerful river down there. It's just water everywhere. As expected, it does rain a lot here. But yeah, that is the end of the first sort of Bothy video for now. I'll leave you to decide whether you actually think that counts as a proper Bothy visit. Bearing in mind, we got there at about 5 o'clock. We watched the sunset, we had dinner, and we also got the fire going and enjoyed that sort of when it was dark as well. So all of the things that kind of make the Bothy experience, a little bit of whiskey we enjoyed, we just didn't sleep there. So comments below if you fancy. Just what do you think? Does it count or does it not? Up to you.